Okay, cool. It's going to be a little bit cooler.
A little bit cooler. Right now we're still running in the 70s.
Scotch.
But the front has moved through, but in the mid-levels we're still seeing some disturbances moving from the west to the east that we are keeping a close eye on. That includes 2 thunderstorms in Mexico right now that are going to near the Texas border, but there's a chance they might turn a little bit to the south and miss the coastal band. But a couple of factors in play. We'll break it all down, what you need to know when you could see storms now. So there is still a risk of that marginal risk of severe weather with those storms throughout the day today. There's really not an exact timeline because there's a couple of different disturbances at play. So the cold front is technically has passed to our south. We're going to see a resurge of the mid-levels kind of mixing down at the surface later on this morning by about 9 a.m. That's going to kick up our winds, but also in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, we're watching the energy, and the energy in the mid-levels does have a chance for storms mostly across the northern coastal bend through this morning. Now those storms in Mexico kind of right here and right here, so you can see some of that energy does turn south, but we are still keeping some energy to the north as well. So that's just something that is just a sign where I see the chance of storms developing. It's not a guarantee, but the energy in the mid-levels is there to produce or help fuel some thunderstorms. And then even into Wednesday morning, we'll still see a few showers, a low chance for a rumble of thunder. That energy weakens throughout the day Wednesday. Thursday looks fairly rain-free, but as we head into Friday, we start to see some of that as well, picking back up some of that mid-level storm energy. Right now, fogginess across our bays and our water is going to continue. So right along the Gulf Coast, Padre Island, Port Aransas, you're dealing with fog this morning. We'll see temperatures in the 70s. Once we get that surge of stronger winds, temperatures will fall into the 60s, and then we will continue to see a chance for a thunderstorm in the afternoon, but that's a pretty low chance at this point. In fact, our rain chances, they have been trending down with a turn to the south, pushing a lot of that storm activity closer to the Rio Grande Valley in our high-resolution models. However, still spotty showers could produce around 1/10 of an inch of rain in spots across the coastal bend, and maybe some isolated areas where a thunderstorm may develop closer to 1/4 of an inch. Here's what we're looking at. So as I mentioned, we have those storms in Mexico, but they're kind of associated with this little low pressure trough that is going to take a southward push. So that's why a lot of the high-res models, especially at the surface, are picking up on more rain for the valley than for us here in the coastal bend, unfortunately. Again, in the mid-levels, there is some support for storms, but at the surface, it may not mix all the way down. We might not get that development and the lower levels of the atmosphere that we need for those storms to develop in our area. As far as rain goes, a decent amount for the valley, less rain for us here in the coastal bend, but we're going to see moisture increasing again heading into Thursday and Friday as another front does move through Texas. That rainfall will weaken though as the front crosses through the coastal bend, gives us a slim chance for some rain Saturday, Friday into Saturday, but again, it's still a pretty low chance. So scattered showers and storms today. What you will notice is gusty wind. That's going to pick up about 9 o'clock. Winds will be out in the north-northeast 30 to 40 miles per hour. We will be cooler with highs in the 70s and possibly even the 60s by Wednesday. 68 degrees your high, 80 degrees there Thursday, 84 Friday. We will be warmer into the weekend as we see our rain chances still there, but kind of dwindling. Windy also by Monday.